Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of FsPassengers with me, Herd 37. Well, we've come to the hard part. The next two videos are going to be really hard landings. Maybe not really hard, but pretty damn hard. Because in this episode, we're going to go from Saint Maarten, TNCM, over to TFFJ, or St. Barts. This, of course, is the airport with the hill right in front of the runway that you got to go down the hill and get to the pretty short runway. And in the episode after that, it's down to Saba. One good thing about FlyTampa's Saint Maarten is it actually includes all three sceneries: Saint Maarten, Saba, and TFFJ St. Barts. So all three of them actually do have some scenery. As you can see from the wind, even though I don't know that the wind really matters at these airports, because you got to take off on runway 9, heading 096, and we'll land on runway 10, 102 degrees. As you can see, it's only 17 miles, so it's a really short flight. And with that, we can go ahead and move on over to the plane. All right, everybody, here we are at the plane. There's the old KLM 747. I can't remember if they fly that or not. They used to have an MD-11. I think they phased MD-11 out. I think it's done. I'm thinking the 747 has either come to an end or is on its way to an end. Sadly, that's what they're doing with like most all the 747s that are used for passengers. I guess they fly them still for cargo. Most of them are being phased out for passengers, which is really sad. One of the best planes of all time. We got to get rid of it. All right, let's go ahead and get our flight started. 16 passengers. It's 17 miles, so we're going to go real light on the fuel, just like 15%. Got to have a little bit in reserve. Plus, if we have to go around or something, we need a little bit more. All right, so we want to keep it light, and that's why I didn't change. I remember about the ticket prices, but to only have 16 is better than to have any more, because we do want to be light. Right there, 500 pounds in each, so it's a total of 1,000, obviously. And we set it to a normal flight. Destination TFFJ. Set that destination.
Set.
Load her up immediately. Make sure we got our peeps.
Flight control. Check handset.
All right. Let's move this over here. Put your belts on. Can I check out the company manager real quick? We're down 1%. That ain't bad. Just kind of wondering where it puts on the plane. Alright, so we're up against the gate, so what we're going to do here, switch this over to battery. Alright, parking brake is off. Go ahead and push this back a little. Then we'll get ourselves started up. Love the birds, man. The scenery is awesome. And it has like no impact, it seems, on frame rate and everything. Works really well. That's far enough. We'll go ahead and stop her here. Put on the parking brake. I was about to say, put on your seatbelts. Put on the parking brake. Better get their belts on. Alright, so we're on battery. DC master can come on. Bus size. Anti-collision position lights come on. Right generator. Zoom in here on our gauges so we can see as we start up. Alright. Right engine. Watch our pressure. Right engine comes up. Watch for a hot start or anything. Watch all the gauges. Let it normalize. Turn off these messages. Alright, left generator and the left engine. Give her some fuel. Everything looks good there. Need to go up top. Of course, it's clear on the other way around. No smoking. Passenger seat belts. Taxi light on. Heat. Bleed airs. And let's go taxi. I believe it's 096 if it shall get moving. There we go. She might move, I don't know. Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. Let's check and see. I don't think anyone's coming, so we'll just go ahead and instead of stopping right here to check, because I hate getting this thing stopped and going. It almost kind of did sound like I heard engine sounds there for a second. Alright, we gotta stop right here. It kind of does sound like there's a jet engine sound. Let's check it real quick. I didn't figure, because there wasn't hardly any planes there. Alright, so we come up here. Strobe lights going on. Landing lights are on. Flaps to 10. Shouldn't be anyone coming from the other side. So it looks like we're good to get on out of here. We have to hit it one more time. Ground standby, and now it's on. Surprised she isn't going any quicker. Alright. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. Everything looks good. Let's go ahead and get on up. Trim her down a little bit. And let's get rid of the flaps. I think I trimmed it down a little too much. We'll fly out to the right. We won't go up too high. There's no real reason. I can't remember what the elevation is at the top of that hill that we have to get over. It's not too high up. So I was thinking maybe we go like 2,000 feet, something like that. Over to the island. This is CDI here. I'm gonna switch on the autopilot for the heading. Okay, it probably needs to come over a little more. The runway heading, I'll go ahead and set that on the course. It's 102. Alright, 102. Let's go ahead and power down a little bit here. We're almost at 2,500. 2,500. Nose down. There we go. 15 miles out, 9 minutes. I'll try not to get too worried about it. I've only landed here once, and that was yesterday. Just kind of giving a little walk through, and I landed it, no problem. I was off a little to the right of the runway. I came in from the right as well. And I didn't know exactly how to approach it. I actually took off from Saint Maarten and just went around and landed again. But I think if you freak out too much, that's when you're going to have problems. Just worrying about it too much. I mean, it's a hard landing, but it's not impossible or anything, obviously. So I think get a little too worried and freak yourself out, and that's when you have real problems. We just come over the hill as low as we can, and just come down to over it. And this thing gets down pretty quick and stops pretty quick, so it shouldn't be a problem at all. Just don't overthink it too much. Come out a little more to the right. There's some islands over here, and there's also a smoke thing. That's how I kind of see it line up. And when you get close, you'll be able to see the runway. At the far end of the runway. It's not very long either. So it'll be a little bit of an adventure. We'll have to descend a little here in just a minute. And get our speeds and everything set before we actually make the approach to the hillside. Because there's no time to adjust it when you're flying down a hill. Nose pointed to the ground. And then there's Saba. Saba's an even shorter runway. It's hard. I think that one could actually be harder. Because it's so short. I mean, you don't have to come down a hill like you do here, but it's still really short. It's 9 miles out now. We could probably go ahead and descend some. Bring back the power. She's trying to keep that freaking altitude. I don't know why it does this. So I'll have to actually see it. It wants to go back to that 2,500. See, I don't think that clears it either. Yeah, because it wants to trim up, and it's like, no, I want to descend. If I put it in indicated airspeed, I wonder if it'll clear out that way. And bring down the power. There we go. Don't want to descend too quick. That's more like it. Alright, so here's the little islands over here. And we'll see a smoke area. I think we need to get out to the right just a little bit. Have my views been off center a little bit? Because I'm looking like that's the center of the yoke. So that should be like where the center of your body is. Now I don't know why it thinks it needs to trim up. We're not going to that altitude hold that we were already at. Yeah, I feel like we need to come in more that way. $1,600 feet. I don't know what we should hold at. To be quite honest, just kind of eyeball it when we get there. What do you say I'll stop her at 1,200 feet. So I'm not really sure if that's too low or if it's just right or what. 1,200. Add some power. Can't keep her there at 1200. I have a feeling I might be a little high yet. You'll see some smoke right there. I think we come in just a little left of that. I say we'll be able to see the runway when we get a little closer. I'd say we're high. Taking off the autopilot. Bringing back the power. See, it's revving itself up, and I've got it at basically idle. Flaps coming to 10. That helps. Kind of see the area we're shooting for right there. We need to come a little left and then come back to the right. Can barely, just barely see the runway if you know what you're looking for. It's right there. I was saying 1200, but you can see we're already down 900. I don't want to descend too much from here. Until we get a little closer, we can see what we're dealing with a little better. 20 degrees on the flaps. Slow her down a little bit. The flaps will help with that. I'm going to go ahead and put flaps to 30. Getting a little nervous. I think we're a little too high here. Get lined up a little better as well. Full flaps. Let's go ahead and get down. Pulling back a little bit on the power. Take a ride down the hill. I feel like we're still a little high. You don't want to be high at all. You want to come just over the hilltop. Skim it. Still feel like we're a little high here. Now we're looking pretty good. Alright, off the power. Come down too hard. We're off to the right again. And down. See, it's not too bad. And it gets stopped pretty quick. We're out to right a little bit. I would have liked a little bit straighter landing, but you know what? I'll take it. Here at St. Bart's. Can't remember if there's a turnaround area. I think to the left. See all the people? Be like, yeah, we're cool. We just landed at St. Bart's. But you can see the wind is blowing to the right. That's why we got blown over there. I don't think a crosswind landing is very fun at a place like this. Kind of wish we'd have done a little better. Maybe we can land here on the way back. I don't know. We can hit like St. Bart's on the way back. I don't know. Then Princess Juliana, and then buy a new plane and leave the area on our way back up. I don't know. I think part of it just depends also on how much money we got. go ahead and stop this recording. That was fun. I just wish I had landed a little more over in the middle. Would have looked a little better. Getting a little quick here. A little off to the side. Man, oh day. I'm using less power than when we took off, and she's going a lot quicker. Well, she was. Now she's kind of stopping. Win Air coming in. I think Win Air actually does fly out of here to Saint Maarten. Landing lights off. Strobes off. It's like I don't want to stop her to do that for obvious reasons. See if I can't get her going a little better. I don't know if we're going to hit that truck while I follow on this line. I guess not. It's like curbside service. Let's stop it right here and let the folks out. I don't know if you can park up there. We could say, you know, we're just stopping here and dropping people off, picking them up, and get out. Alright, so park and brake. Alright, we can turn our taxi light off and our pitot heat off. Bleed air's off. Belts, no smoking. Leave those on for just a minute. Guess we can go ahead and cut the fuel. Put on external power. Turn those off, and then that off. And DC master switches off. I believe that's everything. So we'll let the people out. Open the doors. And people come down the hill and everything. FlyTampa. It's good stuff. Oh, but you can't hear him out here. Airport. Gustaf III, was it? Saint Barthélemy. Although I don't know if it's really Saint Bar. How do we pronounce it? Barthélemy or Bartholomew? I don't know. There's a famous video on here as well as somebody sliding into the ocean. I guess it's not really that funny. It's just guy screwed a plane. I don't think he got hurt or anything, but came down. You can see him skidding, hits the beach and into the water. Not really funny, I guess. This guy crashed into it, but I don't think he got hurt or anything. Then it definitely wouldn't be funny. Wouldn't be laughing. All right, peeps, get out of my plane. 10% left to go. Hop back in. Nope. Are they going to say that? Oh, they didn't. You ever seen a grown man naked? I thought they were going to say that for a second. I haven't heard that one before on here. That's kind of funny. All right. So, what am I doing? Wrong one. In the flight. 17 nautical miles. Time airborne, 10 minutes, 54 seconds. Flight time, 18:46. Time on the ground, 9 minutes, 11 seconds. Average speed 96.92 knots. Landing speed 60.96 knots. Landing touchdown 160.77 feet a minute, which was nice. Landing pitch 4.64 degrees. Landing weight 10,981 pounds. Total fuel use 92 pounds. $167 for the tickets, $44 for the cargo, $47 for the fuel, $14 for the airport taxes, $9 insurance. Total real income only $141. Times 50 gives $7,050. The rest of the fleet brought in 9,194 for the total income of 16,244. We increased 0.08% to 99.16% since everyone thought we should be 100%. 230 pilot bonus points, 50 for the nice landing, satisfied passengers 150, and correct airport 30. So not bad. Yeah, I think the problem, I guess, you feel like you got to get down so quick. Like, and quite honestly, I mean, we have plenty of room to spare. You saw that. I think that's the one thing. You feel like you got to get down. It's like you actually do have some room, so it's not that bad. I like it. I kind of want another shot at it, see if I can get it more centered up. Maybe we'll try it on the way back, but we might be in a different plane, so who knows. But yeah, Saba's next. That's another hard one. That's a really short runway. I'm not really looking forward to that, but whatever. So we'll try her out. But yeah, that's the end of this episode, everybody. I hope you all did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next flight.